Okay, so it doesn't pick up like my other recorder, but anyways. Okay, so the second question was what makes you happy? The first question was what would you do in 24 hours? So by the time it got to the second question, I was like, maybe I should engage. I might as well. I'm watching it, why not? Because I don't remember answering these questions. I think we went over them, but I don't remember if I answered them or not. So anyways, so I was like, what could I do for 24 hours? I'm already in a bad mood, and I'm like, everything in life just seems so overdone or over talked about. I just realized like the age of social media has kind of like ruined the taste of a lot of things to me. or maybe not so. Maybe things really are not that as satisfying as they seem like they are, or they're just very short-lived because it just is what it is. Like that's just how life is set up. But I was just thinking like, well, all right, let me actually engage because now I'm really a little more curious and maybe that can help me get out of this really bad mood that I'm in. And so I was like, all right, let me go back to the first question. What would I do with 24 hours if I could? And so I was trying to name stuff, but everything I thought of, I was just like, it just sounds so basic, so boring. Nothing really sounds too appealing. I was like, okay, well, let me, okay, but the question was, what would you, like, let me try. You know, I'm like, maybe it won't sound as exciting, but what would I want to do, okay? Anything I could do. And honestly, I was like, man, I miss my kids so much. I just want to see my kids. I'd be honest with you. Oh no, that's what I said. When I said what makes me happy, my first thought was my children. Like my kids make me really happy. And I was just thinking about my baby, my 2-year-old, and I was like, man, I really miss my kids. But then, of course, I was like, okay, I feel that way right now just because I miss my kids. And it's true, I really do miss my kids. And if I had 24 hours, if I could spend time with them right now, I'd be I feel like I'd be happy with that, spending time with them. I feel like that would instantly cheer me up, make my day better. But then I was like, on the flip side, they also do get on my nerves. So they do make me happy, but they also, you know, it's not all peaches and cream all the time, which is fine. But then I was like, you know, well, let me stop being basic and boring. Not just basic and boring, but like, I'm like, for real, okay, yes, I know I would love to see my kids, and I really miss my kids right now, so that's an obvious answer, but like, let me try to go beyond that even for a second. Like, what is fun to me besides, you know, what is actually fun to me? And so I was just thinking, and I was like, okay, well, first I would want to go somewhere, if I could do anything. So I'm like, as far as my mind would take me in my imagination, ooh, girl. I was like, where would I go? And I was like, I was thinking of like a couple of my favorite like top travel destinations that I have in my mind. And of course, these are places that I've seen, right? I've never been, but I've seen in some way, form, or fashion, right? And so the first place I thought of was the Miracle Garden in Dubai, because I was somewhere beautiful, and that brought Dubai to my mind, the Miracle Garden, because I thought it was so beautiful. I want to go somewhere beautiful, but I also want to, you know, relax. And so relaxing made me think of Iceland, because that's one of my other really dream trips. And I was like, ooh, Iceland sounds fun, but I'm like, it's so cold there. And so I was like, well, you know, I'm like, I don't know how fun I could really have somewhere that's like super cold, because I'm like not a cold weather person at all. But I was like, it is one of my top travel destinations. And then it made me think of the Blue Lagoon and like how relaxing, it naturally beautiful. I just thought of, to me, Iceland is one of my dream vacations just because of how naturally beautiful. Like there's so much beauty in the nature of it, even though it's stupid cold. But there's so many cool like characteristics that it has, like the aurora borealis. They have 24-hour sunshine depending on the time of year you go. Those beautiful ice-capped mountains, and again, none of this is really remotely. It's almost like I want to say the opposite of what I would feel like if I had a weather personality. This is like the complete opposite of that, but I was like, man, I just started to think of how beautiful those mountain caps were, and I was imagining myself in like a retreat that had like those glass windows. So I'm imagining myself. I'm making it up in my mind because I'm sure there probably exists, but I'm imagining being in like a really nice retreat that's like got big, windows, glass windows, and like mountain, like right in the mountain type of views, and like with the snow, and like and just the coziness from the inside, and then it made me say, well, if I was going to a place like that, to me it doesn't really matter where I went. I feel like it's the people that you go with that makes the difference. But I was like, Iceland doesn't seem like I want to take a gang of people to celebrate, party, have a good time like that. It seems like a more intimate space. Like I would go with like a significant other, which got me a little tingly, girl. When I started saying that, I was like, to be honest, I could see myself in like a really gorgeous retreat, going to the Blue Lagoon with my significant other, like somebody I'm really in love with, and like having like amazing, making love with that beautiful, like that beautiful backdrop, and like being in a really cozy retreat, and having like nature, and being able to see like the northern lights going to the Blue Lagoon. And also I said having room for like some adventures that my mind can't really comprehend right now, because obviously I don't see it for myself, but maybe like leaving room for other adventures that I never would have thought I'd do, things that I've never even heard of maybe. That's where I just felt like I started tapping into like, okay, maybe like there's a level of life that I haven't seen, that I couldn't even imagine, that I can't even, and it reminds me of, I wrote it down, 1 Philippians 2:9, I want to say, let me check as I'm talking about it, but it reminded me of eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, and I just feel like, to be honest, that's what this Alpha Course has kind of been about on its journey of like God kind of showing me like, there is more to life, and it's found in Him. And as I was talking, I'm like, oh, I was getting excited. I was just getting excited because I'm like, obviously I was going from a really bad, no, that's just not I said 1 Philippians. Is there even such a thing? Obviously I messed this up. What did I find it? Okay. Eyes haven't seen or ears heard. Corinthians, I don't know why I said Philippians. 1 Corinthians 2:9. There you go. I knew that didn't sound right. 1 Philippians. Anyway. Anyhow, somebody is cringing at that. But anyhow, I was like, ooh, I started getting excited. And I was like, okay, God, are you talking to me? I don't know. Because I couldn't help but to feel like, well, obviously the message what God has been saying lately is there is more to life. There absolutely is, baby. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you finally understand. I'm glad you understand. I'm glad you could tell the difference, right? There is more, baby. There's so much more. There's so much more. And I just feel like, like I said, these experiences, they're just what they are. But without love, they mean nothing. It's nothing. It's pointless. It's meaningless without love. So I could do anything in the world. I'm like the most simplest things. Just sprinkle some love in there, and we good to go. Like, I don't even need, like I said, I don't even need a bunch of gang of people to come with me this weekend to have a good time. I know how to have a good time by myself because I love myself. I enjoy my own company. I just know that I wanted to spend it with other people, but it doesn't mean that I won't still have a good time. It doesn't mean I have to force a good time to happen either. Like, I could go either way. But my point was like, all right, it's not so much about what you do, it's really who you're doing it with. And so it's not so much about life being blah, but with the Lord, my expectation and my hope is that life will become more satisfying. Like he will take me on a journey where life will be fulfilling in ways that it hadn't before. Because I'm doing things that I've done before sometimes, in some cases, but it's a little more special. Like, that was good, or that felt good. Like, I'm able to have moments that really do feel like I can't take nothing away from the moment. Like, it was good. Like, I just take it as that. I want more of that. I want more, please. More, Lord. I want more goodness. I want more. Like, let's rev it up a bit. Let's get a little more. Let's connect a little deeper. Let's go to places that we've been afraid to go. Let's have the conversations. Let's enjoy silence more too. Let's not run away from that. Let's just be. Let's do the things that you don't feel qualified to do. Where's the more? Give me more. I want more. Give me more. So, yeah, that's talking. So, I don't know. I guess I wanted to continue with my visual because it got me excited, but then I was like, oof, I need to record this because I might need to record this for my man. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe he gonna hear this one day and be like, you know what, I was thinking about you. on July 3rd, 2026, I was planning this vacation with you and it got me excited because I was like, oh, what is more satisfying than that? I can't think of nothing. I couldn't think of nothing like some mind-blowing, love-making, body-rocking in the middle of kind of nowhere, but somewhere. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, that sounds satisfying to me. That actually sounded really good. I was like, ooh. That sounds really good. I'm not talking about a deep connection, love. Like, I'm not talking about somebody I like. I'm talking about my husband, like the one who was created for me, like specially crafted for me, like the one who really, really matches the flow and the vibe and the purpose and the intention and the everything, the fire. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just an average, little fling. No, I'm talking about my soulmate, I guess you could say. Ooh, in the middle of some mountains and that good snow. And you know how you're bae, like when you're really in love. Because again, it's not about the person. I really feel like it's just being in alignment with the will of God and the vision he has for my life. I feel like that's where I'm going to find more fulfillment and satisfaction, which also reminds me of Ecclesiastes. Can't quote off the top of my head, but how it pretty much does say, hey, it comes to the conclusion like, yeah, life is meaningless. Everything is pointless. There is nothing new under the sun. It's chasing of the wind. And at the end, it's like, pretty much do what God tell you to do. Because it's the only way you're going to find. Go his way. Just do it his way. And that's where you'll find satisfaction. Because he was like, I had the vineyards, I had all the riches, I had all the wealth, I had all the food, I made the best buildings, I've had the best experiences, and it was pointless. Without love, nothing really matters at all. And so, but with love, however, a real love, real deep connection, going to the depths of your heart and your soul and being open to receive love and having that softness of your heart and having that fire in your spirit and just being able to go with it and trust and flow and believe and dream which is another thing God been pressing on me lately, was just dream again. Allow yourself, because I've been having dreams that have been not satisfying like sexually, but like satisfying, like making my heart desire more. I'm not going to get too descriptive, but just making me believe more. And then when I wake up, I'd feel like there is something about that dream that makes me feel like a deep inner longing, a deep, like not a connection of like, no, this is almost like igniting me. And I've been like running away from it. Like a lot of the things, like even what I feel God is calling me to career wise scares the absolute crap out of me. It scares the crap out of me. And I'm like, what? Oh, it's like, it scares the crap out of me, but it excites me. And I think that's living, right? It's like, your dreams are, if they don't scare you, they ain't big enough. That's what they say, right? And you're gonna work out your salvation through fear and trembling. So your dreams are supposed to scare you. That's literally the process, right? And so, like I said, but I'd have dreams. I just feel like, man, he's calling me for this career, like for real. And it scares the crap out of me, but I would have dreams that almost confirm it, or just, I won't even say confirm it necessarily, but just stir something up in me that makes me feel like, what are you saying? And so then I would get like, I just feel like kept pressing on me heavy, like, stop being afraid to dream, like, don't stop holding back. Like, don't hold out on me. Don't hold back on me. Don't water down your dreams. Don't tell me you don't really want this. Like, don't tell me you don't want it. Tell me what you really want. Like, tell me what you want. Dream, believe me for it. And believe me for it. Like, believe I can do it. Believe I will do it for you. Believe I want this for you just as much as you want it for you. Like, just trust me with your dreams a little bit. Like, open up and let me in and let me know what you really want. Tell me how fed up you are with this situation you're in, and move like it, and really start to move like it and dream like it, and trust me, I'm gonna be there for you. And for me, it's like, it's so scary, but I still go with it. And that's why I said, I was like, maybe I should record, because I felt it inkling in my spirit, like, this about to be good. I don't know. Because I don't know, it just picked me up and took me somewhere that I could feel like, is this for real? Like, it made me feel like it exists for real. And I know it do, because it's like, these are not things I just made up randomly. These are things that's kind of been on my heart for a while. They just been dormant, and I've been disconnected from them, and I've been like watching other people live their lives, and because I've watched other people live their lives, it almost feels like because of that vicarious living, it almost makes me feel like I've done it already, so there's no point. Which is why I've had to kind of detach a little bit too from social media, because it's like, I think this is the problem. I think I can't get in touch with what I really want to do in my heart and in my life, because for one, I'm watching other people live or listen to people's advice about what works for them, but that might be what works for me. It might be the thing I should be doing. And a lot of times it's so convincing too, to be honest with you. Like, people will have you thinking you should be in Dubai. Because I'm like, I like it, don't get me wrong, it's been cool to see certain things. But honestly, a lot of places, I don't know. There's a lot of places that I feel like, man, I probably want to go that's completely off the mat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the places people don't even talk about. I feel like that might be my dream vacation, like a place I haven't discovered yet. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling like I'm trusting God for a little bit. Because, Iceland was one that I'm like, I don't even know where that came from, to be honest, but it felt random, because I don't really feel people talking about they go to Iceland. Matter of fact, I just recently met somebody that said they're going to Iceland. Not in all the time that I've wanted to go have I ever heard anybody say they've been there. Not to say nobody has, and not to say nobody has inspired me to want to go necessarily, because I'm really like, that's so random. No, I don't think nobody did. I think I want to say research, because when I was like maybe looking, at the Aurora Borealis. I thought it was so beautiful. I'm like, where is this place? And I think that led to more research. So something like that. But anyway, my point is like, maybe God will take me somewhere that's off the map, off the grid. It'll be random, but it'll be the best time ever. And it won't just be the best time ever just because of the scenery or the food or the music or the, you know, so-called vibes, but because like he'll be in it and I'll be surrounded by love. I feel like just that sense of satisfaction of like, I couldn't have thought of this on my own. I would have never gotten here if it wasn't for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to get too deep, and I don't want to be too, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to say the right things. I'm not really trying to say the right things, but I just really kind of believe it in my heart. Like, I think there's more to life, but there gotta be. But it does feel, in this space, sometimes extremely hopeless. I mean, I was really spiraling just now. I'm not gonna lie. I was hardcore spiraling. And, yeah. So I want to probably get into it. Assuming that I might share this, I feel like the rest should be private. I feel like that's enough for this recording. As for what I was gonna dream for, I don't even know if I want to record it, period. But I had to record that because I'm like, oh, that just dragged me completely out of the pits. And I was like, oh, let me find out. Because it's funny because I'm like, I don't know, part of me, I think this is another issue, right? I feel like I've been telling myself I don't want to, I ain't pressed for no man, I ain't ready to date. Girl, I feel like that's a whole lie. I feel like it's a whole lie. Now, don't get me wrong, I am over like the dating conversation to a degree. It's fascinating. It's interesting to talk about, to be honest, which I don't get enough people in real life to really go there with. So I'd be watching a lot of podcasts about it and arguing with them out loud. But about the relationship topics. So it's like, how you gonna sit up here saying you ain't want to date, you don't want to date? But for one, I'm excited to go to singles night this month, and to come to find out it was free. I thought we had to pay for it, and we don't. But I'm talking about, girl, you don't want to date. You gotta stop lying to yourself. You gotta stop lying to yourself. I do want to date. I'm ready to date. I'm ready to get this old stuff over with so I can date with a clear conscience. Date with clarity and date without baggage. Yes. Actually, I am ready to date. Let me stop saying that. Let me stop owning that. Let me stop agreeing with that lie. Like, I probably am, I won't say ready to date as in like settle down in a serious relationship. Probably not. But dating is not that. Dating is just meeting men, going on dates, having a good time, talking on the phone, maybe kissing. You know what I mean? Being treated nice, getting dressed up, getting cute. Yes, I am ready to date. What the heck am I talking about? I'm definitely over being lonely, and I'm definitely, I won't say lonely because I don't feel necessarily completely lonely. It's just, it's too lopsided. My life goes from either I'm extremely isolated by myself, well, not completely extremely isolated because I do be out in the public, but I mean like, it goes from like, I'll be, excuse me. So when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. It's kind of like that. Like sometimes I do be alone staring at the wall. And sometimes I do be alone, but I be out in the public, enjoying my own company, going here and there, going to events or going to whatever I want to do. You know, and people are there. People are present. I don't know them. I interact mildly with them. But for the most part, I'm by myself. And then I also have times where I'm like around a group of people that I barely know. And then I'm around maybe smaller group of people that I somewhat know. So I have a weird range, but I don't have like an intimate friend group. Like I don't have like, well, I have a friend, but she all the way in LA. Do you know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that. It's like, so I don't have like, my social life is really lopsided right now. And I've been saying lately, like, there's been a lot of really good looking men, and I'm not saying there were necessarily husband material. And that's okay. I think that's good to acknowledge. Like, I don't know that we would actually get married one day. And I don't necessarily want to waste my time. And I don't think it's wasting my time. I think dating with intention is like, maybe this is another topic. So I'll go ahead and wrap this recording just so it's not stupid long. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and maybe segue into like dating with intention, because I was like, I need to stop. Maybe I do need to stop saying I'm not ready to date, because maybe that's a lie. I think there is an inner longing inside of me that I need to stop ignoring and suppressing. Because for one, it's like that is also that fire that gets you going. Sometimes that's what you need, to stop lying to yourself, because that truth, that the owning your dreams is what's going to fuel you to get through the hard stuff that you're dealing with. It's going to make you say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm putting my foot down. I'm doing this. Well, this is how I'm moving. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to play around. Like, you're not going to, that's the fire that you need when you just be honest with yourself. It might not even be like nothing that serious. And like I said, maybe I know I ain't ready to get married I don't think I'm ready to get married right again. I don't think I'm ready to jump in immediately to nothing serious, but I am ready today. I think that's true. I think I can say, I think I can own that. I can own that. I've enjoyed being semi-single. The reason why I really say that, you know what? I'm going to stop this recording. I'm going to go to the next one and then we'll pick up there. Okay.